because I
Y'all
stopped doing
aggressive.
it. I know I stopped talking to. This is my argument here, right? I no longer talk to women about how to get a guy to treat her right if she already had sex with him. I'm gonna tell you why. You already gave it up. If you gave it up and he ain't treating you right, then you lost call. You can't make him. If you gave up the coop and he ain't treating you right after you gave up the coop, then what you now you're just trying to chameleon your way in a man's life. I'm just saying,
Trying to negotiate.
talk to your negotiating skills do go down if you already gave up the coop. That is a common sense. It's not even a bad thing. It's not.
Can I
I
ask
don't
a
think. I don't think.
question?
So the thing
Why
is,
do
I
I
don't
need
think
to?
nobody.
The question I want to know is why do I need to convince you or negotiate with you to treat me right though?
But that's my point.
Why is it a negotiation?
God.
Why are we
No, so hold on,
negotiating?
wait. The funny thing is
Y'all
that
moving the
nobody.
goalposts.
Hold on, wait, Lady O. The argument wasn't that. Oh, do she lose some leverage? The argument was, is all my leverage just my vagina? That was what Bo's question was.
No,
It's
we
not
didn't say
even.
that.
Hold on,
It's
wait, hold on,
not.
wait. That was her question. That
Mhm.
was her question, and he said no.
Okay.
And then when we walked it down, and we actually walked it down, it basically reduced to, yeah, it's just your vagina, and then
Well,
everything else.
No, it didn't.
it's
Yes,
not.
it did.
Thing
No, it
is,
didn't.
it's not that it's solely, but I mean, at the same time, it is kind of like a
Be
big deal.
honest. Just say it's
That, you know,
solely, so she.
if
So
if
just be
if,
honest.
if
No.
I'm just saying she really do lose her, and this is just I'm not trying to be funny, but I guess I'm gonna use this anecdotal because this is just what I've experienced over the years just by outside being rather on social media or being in the real world talking to younger women. I promise you, once a woman gave up the cakes, it ain't nothing else she can negotiate. I'm just be honest with you. It's just I don't know why. It's just a hard concept to understand. Ladies, your vagina matters, okay? And I'm just saying, and then you should want your vagina to matter, okay? So
How?
yeah, you should want your vagina to matter. So hell yeah, it should be a big damn deal. Y'all use it every day when y'all want some damn money. So when now all of a sudden you mad because a man look at you that way, y'all gotta keep it real here, ladies. We got to be real. Stop being this, and I'm not talking about you ladies up here.
It's a liberated culture, bro.
Ladies, it
Power
really
is gone
is.
from the vagina.
We gotta stop acting like the coop don't matter because it does.
Okay, Lady O,
Do you think? Hold on, wait.
Lady
Do you
O,
think
I'm
that?
gonna tell you something that
Thank you, Lady O.
I just feel this, and it may not be true, but I
Okay.
feel like a lot of your
Hallelujah.
opinions are
Mhm.
subjugated in the fact of you've raised 4 sons, so your
Mm.
opinions of truth come from being in a very male-centered
Oh,
life. It's been all
she's a
about your
woman.
sons, your husband, your man, your like the it's just full of men.
She has a
It's
mother.
just
She
full of
has
That
men.
sisters. She's a
you gotta
woman.
understand. I got
What if
mother,
she
I
is
got
saying this is
sisters,
her
I got
experience?
nieces, I have friends. I was a
Uh,
cosmetologist.
No, I'm not saying you don't. I'm saying it's a lot easier to
Take
be
away
on
her
that side
credibility.
though.
You got to understand, I did thousands of women here. I lived in 5 different states, and I actually had thousands of females in my chairs as a cosmetologist, single women, all types. I did prostitutes, because I got to be safe. I did all types of women hair, and I'm telling you, it's unequivocally when women give up the coop, she does lose some of her negotiations. It just is what it is.
So the argument isn't. The argument wasn't some. The argument was that they pretty much
Lose a
lose
majority
all.
of
All
it.
of it.
I
Yeah.
think
Then
the
y'all
issue,
just
Lady
made
O,
her argument.
Majority
So
of
when
it.
she said,
the
so when
issue
she
is what
said,
Lady
so
O
why
is
did y'all?
saying
Hold on, wait. The question is then, why did y'all
I've been
disagree
sitting
with her?
around for like 45 minutes.
The
Wow.
question
We
is then,
can't hear you that
why did
good.
y'all?
That's why, M. White.
Why did y'all
Are.
disagree with her when she said all y'all did was literally reduce? She said, man, y'all make me just want to be single because it seemed like all y'all reduced me down to is my vagina. And everybody on the panel said, no, 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 it ain't that. The reality is,
Hold on,
honest,
y'all. Bo been trying to raise her hand for like 5 minutes, and that she not gonna interrupt y'all though. Go ahead, Bo.
So,
She been doing good.
and so my concern is that we are not holding men to a higher standard physically either, because I feel like y'all have y'all give away your genitalia just freely. Cute, ugly, short, tall, fat, skinny, whatever. Y'all just be giving it away, handing it out like like cards. Just you done bought 5,000 business cards and you just handing it to anybody. And some kind of way that doesn't matter. But aside from that, if I have to keep something from you to make you act like a good person, to make you act like a husband, a boyfriend, or whatever, if I have to
She
hold
moving the
something
goalpost.
back, if I have to use something to make you act a certain way, I don't want you. Because if you need to be coerced, that's manipulation. I'm going to hold this back so that you'll be a good boy. That is dumb.
You just
Because
moved
what
it
we
Who
do
made that
to
argument?
our bodies is of nature. It is a natural thing that happens. Attraction happens. The act of sex happens naturally. It is what our bodies do. Now, do you give it away to everybody? Absolutely not. You shouldn't want to. Your body should not react to that many people because you
Oh,
shouldn't be that
well, how
easy.
many people should it
Men
be then?
are. What?
How many people should it be then?
I don't listen. That's not for me to decide.
Okay, first of all, I'm gonna tell you
I'm
where you
not.
messed up at. You
What?
move the goalpost when you start saying using I shouldn't have to keep my vagina to get a person to act right. This conversation wasn't a matter of making a man act right. It was a
The-
matter of compelling a man to marry you. The man can still treat you with some common decency.
Make a man. That's the same thing,
No,
Darwin.
it's not. No, it's not.
That is
A man can-
manipulation.
I know a
Can y'all
couple
hear me?
right down the street right now that's unmarried. He treat his woman just like I treat my wife.
Can you hear me now?
It
What
does
about-
not mean a man is
Yeah.
not going to treat you with some common decency, like a human being, like you, a woman, whatever. I know you don't want to use the term woman, like a person. It
No, we don't
does
want to use
not-
the
I don't
term
wanna use the term
female.
woman.
We like the
when
term
you
woman.
ever
We
heard
don't
me
like
say,
female.
thank
Okay.
you.
So, all right, this is what I
Female.
was trying to say earlier.
But do you get what I'm saying, though, right, Bo?
No, I
No,
don't.
You literally
Wait,
didn't
Darwin,
understand that this
my
wasn't a
point is
matter
gonna-
of
my point is gonna
his
bleed into
behavior.
what
It was a
you're
matter
saying.
of getting married.
My point is
No.
gonna bleed into what you're saying.
Oh my
The
God.
thing with Laisha, I think what Lady O perspective comes from is dealing with men and understanding how men think. And
Mhm.
just because women don't agree with how men think, it doesn't change the way that men think. So it'll come off as if she's siding with us when she's just explaining how men actually think. When men say they think a way, women tend to argue that you shouldn't think that way because we don't think that way. And I
Right.
think that's one of the things that feminism did that hurts the worst is it equalized the understanding of how men and women behave biologically and think. And when you do that, you hold us to the standard of how you as a general collective of women think, and then you say that's incorrect because we don't think that way. But the
Right.
majority of men will say we think the way you don't think. But feminism says that we're just people, and
Yeah.
social constructs created gender and these thought processes behind it, and it'll have women putting expectations of women on men instead of understanding who men are and dealing with it accordingly or not dealing with it at all. But to expect men to be women is where you're going to run into conflict and problems over and over and over again. So when Darwin says that you lose the value, it's not just when you have sex. Like, so if I could, it's a nuanced point, right? You love nuance, right? The nuanced portion of it is, as a virgin, you have the most leverage for a marriage, was his point. It was you can say I'm not having sex until marriage because you've never had sex before, and no man on earth is really gonna hold that against you. If you've had sex prior to him saying I'm not gonna have sex, he will stop talking to you because what you've done is place the man before him at a higher level than him, and the man's ego and self-esteem will not accept that.
That ain't what he said, and White.
No, I'm adding to. I said his nuance. I'm adding to his.
Do you?